Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video is the very long awaited island tour. Now I am so excited about this. I have been streaming Animal Crossing on twitch.tv/Mariah May for months maybe? I mean, I've always played it, but recently I redid my whole island, like started it from scratch. It was quite the process, and especially the past month, we've really made so much progress. I'm so excited to show you guys my island tour. I hope you enjoy it. I will be doing a daytime tour, a nighttime tour, a winter tour, because Wonderland does look cute in the snow. I think it arguably looks the cutest in the snow because the theme is it's pink and white and pastel, but I do have some individual areas that are outside of the theme and I work them in pretty well. I mean, you can let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be putting my dream code in the description as always for all of my Animal Crossing videos. I'll be doing some other videos focusing on individual areas, how I made them, little tips and tricks on how to kind of make the island more pretty and beautify it, and tons of different stuff. I'll also be doing some little glitch videos where there were certain things that were glitching, like my rock garden for example, and I found the way to kind of overcome that and help you guys out. So I really hope you guys enjoy these videos. I hope they help you out. I am just very excited to show you everything because a lot of time and energy went into this. I'm not sure what order I'm gonna go in. I'm just praying that I don't miss any areas because it's so intricate. We start off here at my entranceway. I say it's quite simple. I know it looks like a lot, but actually it's really not when you look at other people's. I just wanted to keep it intricate enough to match my island, but I didn't want to do too much because I feel like there's so much pressure on your entranceway and you'll never be happy with it. Started off with these cliffs and the little waterfalls, and then on my pathways I use a normal path that comes with the game, and then I just downloaded these little custom planks. Obviously you have to have one for each different way, and the reason I did this was because I saw some really cute custom paths, but they would have taken up so many slots, whereas this way I can kind of keep my custom slots down to a minimum. I can make it a little bit more intricate. I can make it more pastel-y and pretty, but it's still kind of simple. It doesn't take too much away because none of the paths that I downloaded were working for me. They just weren't. And I also put these little cherry blossom patterns down onto the pavement. Both ways I have these kind of little intricate pathways as a part of my entrance. In terms of actually using them, there's not much point, but they're just very pretty. It was a cool way to get in some more different lights and platforms, and I just liked it. It kind of filled that space, didn't do too much, and it kind of establishes it as an entrance area. So we come across to the left, and up here is my house. We'll do my house last because I'll show you the inside, and this is kind of the little entrance lobby. I kept it real simple at first, and then I kind of just added things on. Then you come down here into my fairground. So this has come a long way. If you guys were here at the start, you'll remember this. It used to pretty much have like every color candy floss machine and popcorn machine, but I kind of just figured you don't have to use every color just because you have it, and it was kind of nice to kind of bring it down, take it to kind of, I know it's got multicolor elements, but for the most part the dominating color is pink. It's very pastel, it's very soft, it looks gorgeous at night, and I'm very happy with this. I think simplicity is key sometimes. I know I say that now when you're tweeting my island, but for this it just made the world of difference. So up there is my house. As you can see, there's my little picture on the wedding welcome board. Every single house has these, and I've just got a few little details on my mailbox because I kind of wanted it to be like outside the gates. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit different. And then just through here, I have the mum cushions. I customized them to white and I put them on the stepping stone. If you do want to do this, you have to make the stepping stone too wide, put it down, and then kind of backtrack on yourself and dig it up. Just a little tip for that, just to get it on there, because some people might be wondering. Okay, so you come through here into the spa area, which I absolutely love. This is something that's kind of stayed the long haul on my island. It just got moved down a little bit. So I went for a kind of purpley theme, purple and white. I just used the white whirlpool bath. This is what comes with my island. So I got lucky there, because normally my island I don't get nice stuff. I just put down a few candles and cushions and just little trinkets to kind of fill that space and make it look lived in, I suppose, because that was something I was very keen on with my island. I wanted it to look lived in and real, and you'll see little elements of that throughout the tour. You come down through here, and again, I've just scattered some little windflowers and some star fragments. I need to double check what my island score is because I don't know if I'll be 5-star just because I've dropped stuff, essentially, even though it's for decoration and they actually glow in the dark, which was what sold me on them. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, but they glow in the dark, so that's just amazing. So yeah, I just added in a few more details again, and then you come through here into the beach area. Now, I'm not 100% keen on this, I will be completely honest. I know the green does kind of match, but for me, I wanted it to be all white. So I might swap it, but I didn't want to keep repeating furniture. So for the moment, I'm keeping it. When I do an updated tour, which I will be doing, who knows if it will stay. But yeah, so the spa kind of continues through onto the beach. And then we have the gorgeous little outdoor bath with the towel basket. You come through onto this, and I kept it pretty simple here. I think that worked best for me. I've seen some really cool stuff that people have done, but for me, I love this. So I laid down a design that's actually made for the sand, and you will see it on my sand, but I thought it kind of made it a little bit cute. It gave it that Wonderland touch to it, but it wasn't over the top. I tried a bunch of different things on here, and in the end, I just ended up going for this. It's simple, it does enough. And of course, I have my spa here, so I didn't really want to be doing too much unless I linked it into the spa, which I didn't really want to do. So then we go through this little stone archway, which I love, and I just kind of accessorized it with the white flowers, and they made such a difference because they made it blend and kind of look softer rather than being like a big scary stone arch in my spa. And then just here, I haven't done too much on the beach, and this is purposeful because I didn't want to cover every single inch of my beach. I just planted these pink flowers underneath to kind of give it that tropical vibe. So I'm going to head back onto the land now because the land is where it's at. So you come through here into a kind of lounge area. I guess in a sense it's attached to the spa, but it's more or less just a lounge area. I've only got 1 cup of coffee on the table just because I didn't want to clog it up with too many chairs, and I get really frustrated that you can't put something central to the table. It would have been nice to maybe put like a flower there or something, but they kind of sit on the end, so I thought the best thing to do was just put a little cup of coffee, keep it real simple, a nice touch of pink. So over here we just have the log stools and a little flower vase. I just think that's so nice, and that's actually a customization option for the bamboo stuff, which I think I'm happy about because I wanted to work it into my island, so it was really nice to be able to customize that and get that in. So then we just have a little flower cart in the corner. I would have literally covered my whole island in these if I could have. They're so gorgeous and they fill in these little spaces so well. I really liked kind of having slanted cliffs and filling in the corners as far as possible. Sometimes it was annoying because you couldn't get right in, and sometimes it worked absolutely perfectly, like this bush. It just looks so nice, just kind of snug in the corner there. And then of course we have my white directions post, which takes up a lot of room, so it was hard to kind of get that tucked in, but I think the way I did it, it kind of blends really nicely. Then we have this little side area for the beach. Again, pretty simple. It has that kind of tropical vibe to it. I tried to implement some pink into it and make it a little bit different from the rest of my island, otherwise it would all be white and brown, so I tried to get the pink in. Here are the star seashell custom pattern designs I was talking about that cover the dock going out. They work so beautifully on the sand, and they're literally my exact color scheme. And of course, they work really well for the dock. So next we have this little side part of the island, and I wasn't too sure what to do here just because it's so narrow, but I think the silo tower works really well. I love the pink, obviously, and I just accessorized it with the cherry blossom stone, and then I just put the pink lilies. They're super pretty. They're a hybrid of the red and white lily, I think. I mean, that seems right. Then you come through here, and any kind of awkward spaces, I just put the white log stakes in, and they worked really well. And you come through here, this is a wedding arch into a little beach area. I'm very happy with this. I just recently got this espresso maker, which fits so perfectly. Then we have our little hula doll and the coconut, just to kind of vary it up from the other lounge areas and give it that beach vibe. I chose a snakeskin cushion. I know that's a bit out there, but I liked how it looked. I think it looks really cool. Then I just have the mermaid chairs. There's a pearl on the table for no apparent reason. I guess probably just because it's the beach. And then this is a ukulele, but the customization color is everything to me. I mean, the fact that it's white and pink is literally my dream. That is literally Wonderland, so I was very happy with that, and I just laid it on the table, but I think it looks nice. I mean, do you put your ukulele on the table? I don't even know, but it looks nice there. And then again, I just kind of filled these little gaps with some white birch, log stools and benches. I think that just looked nice, and put an incense burner. We have a few different towels here. This is actually one of the customizations that you get with the towel, and for the most part, I've used custom designs, but I really liked it. It was nice to have a slightly different variation of pink. And there's obviously the Louis Vuitton one. And then a sandcastle and just a touch of pink with these cherry blossom petals. And then I have my surfboard shop kind of borrowing area. I was going to make a whole stool out of it, but then I just added in the wedding fence, and it seemed to really complete it and kind of make it look like when you go on holiday and you can rent a surfboard, or, you know, you go on the rides and stuff. So I really like how that looked. I just put a little balloon there, mostly because I wanted to use a balloon, but also because it kind of fits the vibe. Then we come up here, and again, we just have a nice little lounge area. I accessorized it with some blue. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, we have a running joke on my stream where I call them hyacinthus, but they're not called that. But I just use them to accessorize. And I have the blue kids tent and then just a little log lounge, I believe it's called. Then we come up through here and I've just used the white floor lights on all the rock areas because on most of them I have statues or something decorative. So I thought it was really nice. It kind of looked like a museum, looked like a display. Here I just used, I believe they might be called stone lanterns or something like that. They were very big and bulky. I thought I was going to get a lot of use out of them, and when I crafted them and they were so like big and bulky, I just did not know what to do with them. So I just put them here and I actually really like how it looks. I'm thinking about perhaps having a little chair here and adding in something. I don't want to overcrowd it, but I think perhaps just because this one is slightly bigger than this, it maybe needs just a little touch. Then we come up here into the art viewing area where you can see this beautiful art. I just put down the white log planks. Now I use this for a lot of my beach areas just to kind of act like, you know, a little wooden area to sit on. I used a brown garden bench, which normally I use them in white, but I just thought the contrast was nice on the white plank, otherwise it might have been a little bit too much. I got the white lighthouse, which I'm so happy about, and then a little telescope here to look out into the sea to find Pastel. And then just some of the star sign furniture. This artwork was literally, I didn't know where to put it, but I think it looks really nice cornered off here, and then just a little white lamppost just to kind of finish it up. Nice little touch. Okay, so I'm gonna take us back to where we left off, just because it's a little bit intricate and twisty and I don't want to miss anything out. So we have this really nice little curved path here, and I wasn't sure how this was gonna look because it was a diagonal path and I was trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I just tried it and I really like how it looks. I think it looks really elegant and I really like it, and it's a little bit different. And then we come up here into the start of the residential area. So I'm just going to show you this first because we kind of briefly saw it. So this is a little spa area for the residents. I wish you could paint the fences. That's my one thing, because I don't believe there are any white fences, and I think a white wood fence would be overused on my island but very greatly appreciated. So I wish you could, but I managed to kind of match the fencing to the cypress bar. And then I just accessorized with the white rattan furniture, and I think that looks really nice. And then again, these log stakes just to kind of curve it. You know, they don't block you and restrict you, but they do curve it and make it look more solid and, you know, purposeful. So I'm really happy with that. And then to do these little stepping stones, I actually put down 2 different types of the paths that come with the game, just so they don't connect to each other. Because if you try and do stepping stones with wood, for example, they'll all connect, so you have to mix it up between them. So I just used the wood and something else, and then this is a little custom path. You'll have seen it throughout my island. I got this in a few different shades because I use this for different patio areas and different areas throughout my island. I use it a lot, and I made these really cute little stepping stones out of it, which I'm so happy with. So we're gonna come through here, and again, I spoke about this at the start of the video, but it's this really cute little planking, and I use this to kind of separate areas, do curves, and I think it's a really nice touch, and it makes this basic path look a little bit more themed to my island, so I'm very happy with how that looks. So we come up through here, and this is the first residential area for Marshall and Judy. So down here we just have a little seated area. I really like putting the fence behind and having the flower there. I thought that looked really nice. It's a little bit different from everything else on my island. And then we just have the little stepping stones here, not so much for functional use, just for design. They've been there the whole time I've had my island, and I couldn't bring myself to get rid of them. I actually really liked it. Then we have this little decoy duck here. I used to have a fruit basket, but this matches the color scheme more, so that's why it's there. Don't question me on it, it looks cute. Then we come through to the left and we have this gorgeous piano playing area so they can reenact the last song, and I absolutely love it. I went for the white theme, as you can tell, but I tried to put in some natural textures, to put in some brown, to put in some stone, and kind of not too abstract, because originally I had a white pathway and it was just way too much. So I've tried to basically use the kind of stone and wood and then add white and pink touches to it. Then you come up through here, and first of all we have Marshall's home. I just gave him the forest wreath. I know it's pretty simplistic, but I think it matches his area perfectly. It looks so nice on his house. It looks like the little tree next to him. So I absolutely love how that looks. And I just put this little seat outside his house, which I think is so cute. And then just accessorized with the shovel and the birdhouse. And then we come across here, and obviously this is shared with Judy. It's like their little joint patio. So we have their little seating area, and then these umbrellas, which I think are so adorable. I love them. And then Marshall has his little cooking area here. And then we come across and we have Judy's little teddy bear's picnic area. And the teddy bear actually has Judy on his top, which is so cute. I wasn't sure if it would look too much, and maybe it is, but I really like it, so it's really cute. And then just in the back here, behind the fencing, I added in the clothesline, and I could have made this area absolutely perfect, but I really wanted everything to look a little bit lived in, whether that be because there's like some shoes outside or a clothesline or something like that. I wanted a little bit of mess, a little bit of something out there. I mean, make it cute, like the shoes, but I wanted something out there to kind of make it look natural and lived in and, you know, like have a homely vibe to it. So I really like how that looks just behind the fencing. I think that's absolutely perfect. And then we come across to Judy's home and she has this gorgeous wreath. Again, not too dissimilar from Marshall. She has a little shovel, and I just dropped a few star fragments that matched her scheme. I mean, the inside of her house is multicolored and the outside isn't really, which I'm happy about because it matches, but I would have had a lot of fun if it was multicolored. And then I used this cherry blossom pond stone just to fill in this nice little gap between the waterfalls. And I like single waterfalls a lot more than I like the big ones. I think they just look so cute and intricate and natural. So that was literally a perfect fit. Of course, they have to have a little whirlpool bath because they live in luxury. And then I've just got these just to fill in that little gap and just to make it look complete. And then we come back down through here and we continue on in the residential area. And now we have Maple. Now I was very excited about doing Maple because her house is very warm and it was nice to do something different because maybe half of my villages have a pastel theme. It's very naturalistic, everything is wood and stone and white. So it was fun to get into something a little bit different, put some orange in, put some warmer tones in. I wouldn't do my whole island this way, but it was very fun to do Maple's house like this. So just outside we have this orange leaf pile, or perhaps it's the yellow one actually. It's a yellow leaf pile maybe? I don't know. But that looks absolutely perfect there. And again, it just gives it that slight imperfection, that slight extra detail that just makes it look lived in. And then we have her little suitcase, sorry Rover. And I absolutely love this paddling pool. Like I so badly wanted to get this in and I wasn't sure how I could, but it looks so cute there. And then we just got the little butterfly on the rattan stool, a nice little plant to fill that corner. And then I love this elephant slide. I do have a park, but I absolutely love this elephant slide for this area. It just looks so perfect. Then the little red hose pipe just to kind of fill in that awkward fence edging, just to make it look a little bit more complete. And then this nice orange wood table with just a few cushions and just a bit of colour, which was nice. And I just can't get over how perfect her wreath was. And again, everyone has the wedding stands outside their house, just so you know whose house it is. There's 3 different variations, so she obviously got the natural wood just because it matched perfectly. I almost forgot this just because it was so hidden, but we do also have Maple's fog. So then you come around through here and we get into Sherb. And again, just like Maple, it was kind of fun to do someone a little bit different just because the order I did it in, I did all the natural looking houses first. So it was fun to do something a little bit different. So Sherb, we just have these cute blue stools and his little coconut drink. And then of course there's his little sign with the Nova light and it looks so nice. I absolutely love this blue palm tree lamp. I think it's so perfect there. It's so nice because it opens it up and it's not all completely fenced in, but it still looks, you know, structured and nice and set as his area. And then he has this pool, which I got from one of my friends just to kind of, I didn't know how I was going to use it. So I'm glad that I got to use it for Sherb because I really wanted to. And then he just has this cute little stereo. Then we come out from this residential area and we'll go down here and we'll go and check out the secret beach. So just coming down here, I kind of just decorated it with little seated areas. Of course, the lily stereo, which is so cute. And again with the stepping stones because these are just, I just love them. I love doing that. I loved adding in the little blossoms and I put a few of these trees here because I realized I didn't really have trees on my island. Like I have an orchard, but I don't like the trees because I feel like they're so obstructive and they block up so much. So I didn't really use trees and I had to try and find a way to get a few in. So I kind of put them back here and I think it really suits it because it's a secret beach. And then we have obviously red sign and just some flowers in their little flower bed outside. And with all my flowers, I always put the dirt path underneath them because then it makes it look like a flower bed and it makes it look purposeful. Only the odd time will I scatter a flower because I normally put them in my flower bed. And then we have a little waiting area for red here. So I fenced this in nicely so it kind of looks like a little pier or something where you wait to be picked up. I have the little fruit dispenser here, which I love. My pink drinks vending machine, just a few little things like that that you would kind of have in an airport or a waiting area. Obviously a suitcase, just a little white garden bench, and then I use some of the white rattan furniture, but I really like how it looks. And I don't know if I'm saying rattan right, it might be rattan. No, it's gotta be ran. I don't know if I'm saying anything right, so if I do something wrong, let me know. And again, I used a really cute curved path to get into here, and I love how that looks. And then you come out here, and just in case you get trouble, we have a cannon here, and then I just put a little light here, just so at nighttime it's kind of visual and you can see it. And then this sweet little cushion, just to keep it, you know, my island's very pretty and pastel-y, so I wanted to keep that element there. I know this is obviously Red's waiting area, and it's going to be a little bit more, you know, it's literally got a cannon in it. But I wanted it to keep that really cute, delicate touch to it, so that's why I added in the cute little cushion and the pink vending machine, just to give it that Wonderland feel. And then just on the left here, you'll see that I actually fenced in these flowers in a flower bed. That platform there was empty and just kept getting weeds, and it was really stressing me out. And I tried covering it with that custom pattern you can see just on the bottom left, but it just didn't look right. So I really like what I did there, and it gives it another pop of pink, which is never a bad thing on Wonderland. And also, can I add that I finally managed to fit in some Bunny Day furniture and make it look cute. I wanted to get something in so badly, and the way that Sherb's fence finished, it was kind of awkward. So I put the balloons there, and it really nicely kind of just finished off that area. And then I just add in little white garden lanterns and street lamps just to give it that feel that people actually live here and it's actually a place, it's not just a deserted island. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this worked out. And then you come around here into Whitney's area. Now, I would say that Whitney's is probably my favorite area that I've done. I'm just so happy with how it worked out. So she has a custom path on top of a normal path. That's how you get the round corners, and that's how you get the shapes on your custom paths. Otherwise, they'll just be like big squares. I actually got this shade of wood in a few different colors. I didn't mean to, I just saw it and I thought they would all work so well for my island. So I grabbed like 5 different colors. And you'll see later on what I used the black for. So Whitney's area is definitely my favorite. I just added in a few natural touches. I absolutely love these log shelves. Like, they are my favorite. I kind of found them towards the end of my residential decorating and I was like, damn, but probably a good thing. Otherwise my whole entire island would be covered in them. And I put a picture of Sky here because Sky used to live here. So I don't know, I just wanted to put it there. And then I kind of varied it up with the log stools because they obviously match the aesthetic, but putting in the garden bench and just the normal wooden stool, I thought added a little bit of variation. It still completely matches color-wise, but it's a little bit different. It's not just from the packet. And then I just used the umbrella stand, direction signpost, and Nova Star just to kind of fill in that corner. And the signpost makes a lot of sense there, so that's why I put that there. And again, this is what I was talking about with personal touches, just having the little shoes here. It just gives it that lived-in feel. Not too dissimilar from Marshall. She has a little seat outside her house, and then another little seat area here with some cake. Because who doesn't want cake? So we'll follow this round and go towards the other residential area. So up here we have Chevra's home, and I absolutely love her wreath. It's so beautiful, and I just added in the little coat hanger because it matched this little pocket camp camper perfectly. I actually did a video on how to unlock all the pocket camp furniture, so you can go ahead and check that out if you'd like to. But the colours matched absolutely perfectly, and it just gave it another tone. I didn't want it to be overwhelmingly white because it looks a little bit much, I feel, if it's like covered in just everything is white and you can't distinguish any furniture. So I tried to add in little colourful touches where I could, such as the wreath and the plant and the cup and the candle, just to kind of give it some more colour so it doesn't look too blended. And I actually swapped the fence out to this kind of fence. I used to have the lattice, but this one's more of a reddy orange tone and it actually brought it together so much better. I would absolutely love a white one though. And again, like most residents, they all kind of have some flowers in flower beds just by their house, and they are made to match the colour of the area. So Mabel had orange, Sherb had blue, obviously Chevra has white, and then I absolutely love the fact that there's a waterfall just by the seated area. I think it's such a cute touch. So you come out of Chevra's house, and then just over here we have a few little things like a little clock and a rocking chair, which I think is just a nice lived-in touch. I like how that looks. And then over to the bottom left we have their spa area. I don't know why. If you move to Wonderland, it's the land of spas apparently. So we just have this cute little spa area. I do wish this came in white. Just specifically for this area it would look a little bit better. And I debated a whirlpool bath, but this just felt more natural and it just fitted in a little bit better. So yeah, this is just a little spa area. This sink I absolutely love. It's one of the DIYs and it's a customization of it, and I just think it's so nice. So to fill in the corners, I just have a cherry blossom stone and a lily of the valley and a little directions post. And then over here we have Diana's area. So she just has what I kind of made a carpet out of the dirt path. And I don't know if it's good or if I'm tired, but I really liked how it looked, and I just made it circular by rounding off the corners. And then I put a custom path on top of it. So I used that pink seashell pathway that I have that you've seen on the beach and on the dock. And it just kind of looks like a little like cream carpet. I really like it. So you can kind of sit by the fireplace. And then I wanted to get in the Reese and Cyrus photo, so I thought it looked really nice there. And then some pink books. And then we have her area, which I kept really simplistic because I didn't want to double up what I had done with Chevra because they're not actually connected, but they'd end up being the exact same thing. So I kept it pretty simple and pretty low key, and I tried to do something a little bit different with the fireplace area. The bird bath is so sweet, so I'm glad I got that in. And then we come up to Fang's area, which is so gorgeous. I absolutely love this. Again, it was nice to do something slightly different, a slightly different color scheme. So his is obviously the brown wood, and I added in blue touches just to kind of match it. So the reason I added in blue is because I chose this cushion for his little log seat, and I chose this because it matches his little Christmas jumper that he wears. If we come across Fang on the tour, you'll know exactly what I mean. So because I did that, I wanted to kind of add in some blue elements, such as the picnic basket, the little star fragments, the wreath, the hose pipe, and I thought it was nice because it worked in. It wasn't exactly the same as Maple's, it's a little bit different, and I think it looks so nice. So we just have a little floor light off to the corner, and then over here I actually used a plain pond stone. Normally I use cherry blossom, but I went for something different just because I didn't want too much pink up here. So I really like how this looks. I tried to blend in the blue, and then just in the back there we have a little bin, which is nice because it gives it that lived-in, real-life feel to it, which makes me very happy. He got the brown wedding flower board because it just matches his area so much better. This is actually a fireplace, but obviously you're getting the back of it with just a fruit basket on it and a butter churn to the side. And then he has the beautiful red brick oven and some wood next to it, which obviously makes sense. And then just a little hose pipe here. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. Like, I really am. And I managed to get a tree in, which is never a bad thing because I literally have no trees on my island. So then we come across here into the orchard area. Now this has changed a lot over the past month, and I'm very happy with how it's turned out. So just across the front we have the varieties of pink flowers, and to break the hedge up I actually used this different wooden fencing in between, but it connects so well and it looks so natural, so I'm really happy with that. Just along the corner to kind of keep it decorated, I just dropped a few different things in here, as you can see, such as the hedge, the directions post. This little leaf seat is so cute, like I absolutely love that, so I'm glad I got that in a pile of books, because you know, you kind of read by the trees, like you're in some sort of romantic novel. And then I put in this kind of gradient of hyacinths, and I just love how that looks. Like, I'm really pleased with that. I used to have, I think, red lilies and like orange cosmos, but it was too much. It was too contrasting and too much. So these are a lot softer and a lot more pastel, and it does really suit it a little bit more. And then in terms of the actual orchard, obviously, as you can see, it's pretty simplistic, pretty much like all orchards. And then we have the lattice fencing just surrounding it and some flowers that go all the way along the back. I don't need to show you them, they're not that interesting. Again, I wanted it to look lived in, so I just lent a bike up against the tree and like a shovel as if someone's been doing some gardening, along with the lawnmower, which is orange and it's right by the orange tree. That was actually an accident. I did not purposely put it there, but it looks great. And then just on the right, we have this cute little area. I added in a little bit more red to this area. Like, I love the forest green feel, and I wanted to add a little bit of red in and just get some different color in. It was fun to kind of play with the different customizations and do something a little bit different from the rest of my island. So we just have the little mushroom stool, a picnic basket, a tiny library, and the turkey date wheat bouquet, which is everything to me. I absolutely love it. So then we come across here and we're going into the museum area. So I just kind of put this here to kind of fill the gap. And then we go through this little archway, which looks so perfect there. And we have a little painting area. So you're just looking out into the lake and you're painting, and it's all cute. And then we come down through here, and then I just put some statues on the side. We have a nice little seating area. I just tried my best to make it like artsy and cute. And then I kind of use these cherry blossom stones just to fill in the little areas that stick out, because I do love a little waterfall. Like, you'll notice that. But I think they look so cute and naturalistic, and that's exactly what I wanted for my island. And then this is all white flowers. So we have the white little tourist telescope, and then just a little table with a plant on, and it's all very pretty. Then we come into the museum cafe, and I'm very happy with how this looks. I worked on this a lot and went back and forth with different ideas for it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So we just have the little coat rack and menu, and the wedding fence looks perfect because it literally looks like, you know, when you wait like to be seated and then you have the little rope thing. So I really like how that looked. It's very elegant as well, so it really matches the feel of the cafe. And then I just did 3 seating areas. I didn't want it to be too claustrophobic. And then just to kind of disguise the sharp edging, because it looked a little bit strong and you can't actually round these tiles, so it looked a little bit off. So I really nicely covered it just by using this little wedding stand, a nice little bench, and then the cherry blossom stone turned that way, and this white snack machine, which is just everything. I love it. And then we come up through here into the museum. I haven't done a whole lot up here. I just, again, I put the wedding fencing in to try and keep it uniform and try and keep that going in throughout. We just have my lily of the valley in their little flower beds, and this is just such a perfect centerpiece. And then I just dropped a few little star sign furniture pieces just to kind of give it something, but I'm not that passionate about the museum, I'm not gonna lie. So then we come back down through here, and I will show you what's next. So we go across here and we have the Able Sisters shop. So we have a little area here where they're working on stuff. It's just so sweet with the little shoes and the sewing kit, and it looks so lived in. This is what they're working on apparently. And then a little Louis Vuitton cushion outside, you know, keeping it real. And then this is the little heart pond. You'll see this on the map if I just stop moving for a moment. And I absolutely love this outside the Able Sisters. I thought it just worked so perfectly, and I just did some stepping stones to get out to it and put the wedding candles there just to make it look, you know, sweet and pastel-y and pink. And then we come across here and they have their kind of display area. So again, the wedding fencing looks really nice here. I think it really suits cafes and displays and stuff because it literally looks like what you would normally have. And I just displayed two little pretty dresses that I had. I have a pink jewelry stand and some shoes, and then we have a changing room which you can actually get changed in, which is cool. So then we come down through here and we have my beauty and makeup salon. Now this is chiefly made of the mermaid furniture. In fact, literally everything apart from this nail kit is the mermaid furniture. And I don't like to overdo things like that, but it just worked so perfectly. So I kept the actual flooring really simple and the stone fence super simple colors. I mean, this is literally my favorite custom path. It's just a really sweet little pink seashell path. I used the cherry blossom here just to kind of fill this kind of corner area, and then we just have the little seats, and then you have your nail area or like your waiting area. And I just thought it's really simple, it's really sweet, but it works so well here, and it's nice that it's kind of connected to the shopping area. And then we come across through here and I have the dog park. Now I absolutely love this, and this has just recently been upgraded. I was originally using the mum plushies, and then of course they released these, which are really lifelike. So I just kind of scattered these throughout the dog park. I have a dog house and a little plant and a football, and I just love how this looks. There's not too much to it, it's very simple. And then this is actually my husky in real life, and I scanned him in with the QR code and the Nintendo app and just had him there because I just think it's so cute. Then we come through here and this is where the shopping area starts. Am I getting this balloon? I just feel like I have to. Since we're all here, we'll just grab that. So we come through here into the shopping area, which as you can tell, we start to slowly fade into the more brown, warmy colors again. This fortune cookie cart is from the Pocket Camp stuff. Again, I have a video all about that. We have a little orange pumpkin there, and then just putting the shoes on top of the barrel. I know that seems really silly, but it just looks so sweet. It's such a lovely detail to it. And then the little red leaf pile. You'll see that I put down little leaf piles or the cherry blossoms just to kind of give it some detail and give it some texture. So then we come down through here. Again, just this little space here, I kind of just filled with the mushroom stuff and the maple leaf stone, which is, you know, I do love a good pond stone, I do. And I just kind of filled this area, and I really like how it looks kind of as you're moving. I think it just fits in so well. And then we have the farming area here. Now this was originally my pumpkin patch, and it was pretty much just pumpkin. Then I was able to get some green mums, so I kind of just segregated it like this, just to kind of have it set back and not blending too much. And then it kind of makes it its own entity and its own thing over there in the corner, and I just used the pumpkins here just to not have it completely fenced in and boxed in. In terms of fencing, I like to try and break it up where I can, larger objects or little things that I can, just to kind of cover the gaps and cover where it ends and make it blend more. And I'm really keen on having everything look lived in. So I believe I actually picked some pumpkins because we were doing Turkey Day. So you might see a few missing pumpkins. So I just decorated with a few little cute things. Like this is a wand, and these are, what are these? I don't know, they're from the Nook shop, but they're literally perfect, right? And so at the back, this is actually the spooky lantern set. So what I did was put the spooky lantern on, so both the scary faces were facing the same way they were facing me, and then I spun them back to face the wall. And the reason for that is because I didn't want it to look Halloween-y. I don't want it to look spooky because, I mean, for Halloween it was great, but I wanted it to kind of look natural and like farmy, and I think that's a really good little hack to kind of hide the faces and kind of get away with it not being Halloweeny. And I think that's a really good way to kind of incorporate the pumpkins and make it look like a farming area without having it be too Halloweeny. And then I just have a hand cart and a little shovel placed here, and I just love that natural touch that it has. Of course, we have a little signpost going towards the shop. Now the shop kind of looks cool when you look at it like this. So this is the entranceway to the shop, and I kind of challenged myself to include the green furniture because, as I said, when I started decorating, I did everything white and naturalistic, and I was like, I want to put in different colors, I want to work, and I want to challenge myself and see if I can blend it in. So we just have the garden bench in green, the black popcorn machine, the black candy floss machine, accessorized with the cherry blossom lamp and the flower stand. And then these are actually the marketplace stands for Pocket Camp, and I absolutely had to include these because I love Pocket Camp. If you do play Pocket Camp, I actually did some videos touring my camper and touring my campsite, so you'll absolutely love those. And I just wanted to get them in because it was like a nostalgic touch for me. So I just have this little train set here. I just kind of feel like that's something you would have in a shopping center. And then outside my shop, I just decorated it with the treasure chest and the little pirate things. I just thought it looked nice. It fit the vibe. You're gonna spend money in there, so I just thought it suited it. Out here we have a lobby area. Now this is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really proud of myself for making this. It was a little bit tricky. I did it on stream, and getting everything symmetrical was the struggle of my life, but I'm so pleased with how it looked. And I just placed the different butterfly models on, and then a little star sign statue, and I just think that looks so nice. And then we come through here. I'll show you Pico's house before I show you this. So we come through here into Pico's house, and I absolutely love doing Pico's house, and this is actually what gave me the inspiration to do individual areas for the rest of my island, because my island is just used to have nothing really. And then because Pico's house was so different from everyone else's, I gave her her own area and I made it so unique. And then I thought, why not do this for everyone else? I mean, Pico's is the best. Like, Pico's got the money, she's got the biggest area, but that's what inspired me to kind of do it for everyone else. And I actually had so much fun decorating and really got back into the game because of it. So thank you, Pico. So Pico's area, we just start off with obviously everything themed to match her house. I just placed these very pretty shoes on here and a few dresses and the stand. It looks perfect. And then I really incorporated the rocks and the bamboo furniture here because it fits in absolutely perfectly. Then we come up into a sushi bar. I used it because the color was literally, it's just perfect. And then these really pretty luxurious red stools. I did originally have black wooden stools, and then I found these in my storage and I just thought they were so much better. And then we can also see her beach area. There's just like a cute little archway here. It's not really attached to her, but I guess it is. And then we have Pico's little beach area. She's just got a brown cypress bath and everything to kind of match. I so badly wanted to incorporate this screen and I just could not find a way to get it in. And then I just thought, should I just see what it looks like next to the tree? And I just think it looks so nice there. And I just think it worked really, really well. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. And then that's her dog. I don't know why she has a dog. She does what she wants. So we come through into Pico's house. And again, I just use a darker pond stone here. Here's a little sign, a cherry blossom lamp. I use the outdoor bath in the darker color to kind of match how her house has the darker wood on it. I thought that was a nice touch. And then this here is like her little seat to look out into the sea. I don't know, I thought it was a nice way to fill that little kind of edge bit. I was going to put flowers there, but I thought it actually kind of looks like a balcony, so why not make it into a balcony? And then coming through into her house, I just put a little stone stool in this little corner here. I think it looks so nice by the waterfall. I have actually caught her sitting there. I didn't really use it to be functional. I just did it to kind of nicely fill that gap, but it is really sweet to see her sitting on it, and just a little plant there. And then you come through to the right, and I'm very pleased with this. So obviously she's just got a few little touches here, like a tall garden rock, a lantern, and her umbrella stand. So we've got a few things going on back here. So we have her absolutely beautiful bamboo forest, and you know what, I really want to start another save game, but you can't, and I really wish you could, because I would love to do something themed like this because it is so pretty. But I kind of love that it's only small and it's very like rare and like a little slice of like color back here. So I think this looks absolutely perfect. There's a variety of greens. There's obviously the stone stuff, and it looks so pretty. And then she's obviously got everything going on here, and then you follow this path through, and then we have, again, just like the other side of my island, we have a little seated area to look at some artwork. Again, I've decorated with the floor lights. I've kind of segregated stuff with the wedding fence, and then you can just sit on this little seat here, and I think it looks cute. And then this area was just kind of like an awkward chunk of land, so I just put some flowers in, and it looks really nice. So then we come through, oh my, the balloons today. We've literally nearly been filming for an hour, so I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna, they said get on with your video. We just come through here and now we have a fortune teller area, and I really enjoyed getting into this. Obviously I know this doesn't fit the naturalistic theme of my island, but I didn't want everything to just be like coffee shop, seating area, and when I did my first island I did find that it was very repetitive, so I tried to I wanted it here and I thought, okay, I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can incorporate it. So here we have a little fortune telling area. I absolutely love how this turned out. The flooring is so dope. I love the fact that we incorporate purple here. Again, I would love to start another save file so I could do a whole island based on this, because I had so much fun getting into this and I had so many ideas, but it has to be so limited to just this little space here. But I love how this looks. I just dropped a few star fragments. I have my little hourglass, a fortune teller set. There's actually seats back here as well, so it's pretty functional. And then over here, we just have a few more little things. This is a custom design here on the cushion. I had it originally for the stool, and then I thought, why not match it up and just kind of link the colors throughout the whole area, and then of course obviously the moon and the little star. So just off to the right we have my little dream area. I just used the little yellow flowers and a few star fragments. Very simplistic, very simple, but I did want to have this incorporated. Then we come down through here and you just have these little stepping stones off here just so you can actually kind of go to the front of the stool and it is actually functional. I used a very pretty purple tulips, and I just love this little corner here. It's probably one of my best ones in terms of just kind of filling the space in a natural way, and I love this lamp. I think the blue is so cool, and like I said, I would love to kind of get into doing a whole fortune teller island and get into all the different colors, but I just had to limit it to one little space. And then we come down through here into the cemetery, which is limited view, but I'm not mad about it. Like I said, this is why I don't use trees, because you can't see anything, but I think actually the way that this looks, kind of just being able to see it here and then walking down, I think that's perfect. I wasn't really going to have a cemetery on my island, and then I knew something that went in that space would be limited view, so I thought, okay, why don't I just pop one there then? Like, I don't really want one, but I could make it work. I could make the colors work really well, so I just went for that. And then we come down into Anchor's house, which I am so proud of. I really like this one. Again, it was kind of similar to Pico and being so different and being able to use so many different colors. Obviously hers is gold themed, but I kept Anchor humble, and she does have a little bin. I got it out of the sky and it was yellow, and I just thought, yeah, let's put that behind Anchor's house and kind of give it that natural feel. So she just has a little black garden lantern because the colors I went for were black and gold and a little bit of white. Of course she has the gold roses, how could she not? And then she has the stack of Zen cushions. And I think this pattern is so cute. I like that it's not just a block of gold. I like that it's got a little bit of a different color going on. And then we come around to the front of Anchor's house, and I'm just really, really happy with how this turned out. So we have her little wedding board there. We have the gold lucky cat, which made so much sense. I actually rotated a few different things here. Like originally I had a crown here, and then I had the scales, and then I got the gold lucky cat, and I was like, no, that is just absolutely perfect for Anchor. Again, I just kind of had the star sign furniture here because it worked so well. A little bit of gold rose, some of the black, just to kind of keep both colors going through. And then we have her money at the back, you know. She does what she has to do. I did actually make Anchor a gold wreath, but she didn't put it on her door. I made Pico like a black tulip wreath, and she didn't use it either. So I'm not sure if they're just like too bougie for me. I don't know. But that would have been a nice touch, but she didn't use it. So just saying, I didn't kind of miss them out for the wreaths, they just were not interested in them. So I just dropped these little stars in the corner. I was going to use floor lights, but I just tested it out and I absolutely loved how it looked. And then just to the left here to kind of cover up this little corner space, I've dropped a few things here just to fill it out, and I love how this looks. Like, this is so perfect, and I kind of got these recipes and things like that at such a perfect time in order to decorate Anchor's house. Then we come down onto Anchor's beach, and I actually moved the crown here, so I did get to use it because I really wanted it in there. I do wish you could just sit the hat down without the mannequin. I think that would be great, but unfortunately you can't. So I just sat it on a table and just kind of scattered like some candles and some gold bars and the little cushions. I thought it looked really nice. And then obviously everything here is all very themed to Anchor. And then she's got her lovely little seat, and I love how it sits just underneath the big palm tree leaf. I think that looks so nice. And then she's just got a few different things here and there, mostly the star sign stuff, just because it's gold and it really matched her theme. I don't know why I put this here, like she did not build this, but I just kind of liked how it looked. And again, just over here as well on the right, again, I just put the statues here with the light because that's kind of how I've used these areas on my beach, and I thought I might as well keep it consistent. So that is what's happening over there. And then we come across this lovely little bridge here onto the Pier Cafe. Now we're actually coming towards the front of my island again, as you can see from the bottom. So we will go down here just to show you my campsite, which I am so happy with. Oh, But we have my little campsite here, which I'm really happy with. I've moved my campsite around quite a lot trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. And then I ended up moving it to the beach and giving it a really naturalistic feel to it. So I just put down the white planks, the white log stakes. The campsite sign over there to the right is actually from the pocket campsite. Again, you can't go wrong with just a stack of wood. It makes a lot of sense. And then I have the white birch furniture, and then a little clothesline there and a little wash bucket. I think it looks so cute. And then again, just to kind of fix these little kind of bits that come out, because I mean, I wish you could customize it, but then I'm also glad that you can't, because it would look weird if it was just like perfect straight lines. So I think it's kind of nice to put things like this just in those little gaps and make it look cool. And then I just kind of scattered different white flowers. This is like one of the only places I'll scatter flowers is on the beach. Normally I stick to flower beds as such. This is my Pier Cafe, and I actually went for black. You would think I would go for white, but I wanted to try different things. If you guys saw my island before, it was all very samey, so I wanted to get in different things. Of course, I have a touch of pink with the mountain bike and then just the matching coffee cups. I kept this very uniform. I kept it very simple because it's only small and I didn't want it to be over the top. And then we have the magazine rack with moi inside of it. And then we just have the little serving cart. I happen to have a gold rosebud on me and I just tried it there, and you know what, I like it, so I kept it, and a little white menu. And then we'll come around up here, and just in this corner I just put stepping stones. Sometimes when I feel like there's too much river, I like to put stepping stones in just to give it something a little bit different. So we come around to the left, and then we have another lobby area, and the theme of it is white and gold, so I just kind of tried to incorporate white and gold here with the different flowers and the little starlights. We have a fountain as a centerpiece. It's very simple. It is a lobby. I didn't want to crowd it. I tried different stuff and it just didn't look right. So I kept this very simplistic with the fountain in the middle and then just the star sign furniture on the corners. Ultimately, I just really wanted to use this, and I just wasn't sure where this would go in my island, how it would look, but I used it here and I love it because it's nice and central. And then I put a hedge behind it just to kind of cover the fact that it's like, obviously because of what it is, it's super top heavy. So I put a hedge there just to kind of visually balance it out. And then the cool thing about this as well is when you look from a distance, there is the star stuff here with the different moons and stars, and I think it looks so nice. And then just to give you an idea of what happens, you come across here into the shopping area. So we'll go across here and I'll show you NASA. I was not going to do a NASA area, and then I got the space stuff and I was just like, you know what, I am doing this. So I have my little NASA sign here and a little lava lamp just to add a little bit of pinky purple in. And then what I did was use star lamps and then scatter little star pieces across. And I think I basically have everything. And then I'm in love with the moon boots. Like, I knew I had them in my storage, and when I started making this area, I was like, I absolutely need to put the moon boots down. This isn't my favorite area, but it does look incredible at night, and I'm happy that I included something a little bit different. And then you come across here, and again, you'll see these throughout my whole island with the little planks to separate. And then this is just a nice little natural area to listen to music. I did have a full music area before, but it's just not really my vibe. And then when I had this small space of land, I thought, okay, I really like the white drum kit. And then I made a pink guitar, and I thought, yeah, let's put this in here. Let's keep it very natural. Let's keep it blended with my island, but I do want to have a little bit of music. And I actually caught Marshall playing the drums, and it was just so cute. So just to give you an idea of where we're at again, this is down from my entranceway, which you can see here. So you just come up, and again, I like putting things on little stepping stones. I think you'll have noticed that throughout my whole island, is that I love a good little stepping stone. So we have my little stepping stones there, and then I just filled this corner with the white telephone box and lamppost. Then you come through, and on the right you have the nice musical area just to hang out, and these are the wild world. These are the wild logs or wildwood logs, I'm not sure. And then I created an ice bar, which is like a little bit kind of strange for my island, but I really liked it. I love the ice in purple. I think that is so cute. This is just a little purple lamp. And then I actually spun the bar back to front just to add in that little detail on the bottom, and added in a shell lamp and then the we're open sign. I'm really happy that I found a way to incorporate this, because I'm not mad about the diner stuff. It's not something that I would have used a lot. I think I used to have a diner and I just couldn't get into it. So I'm glad that I found a way to incorporate it, and the way I've done it, it actually hides the black stand, more or less. And I really like how it's kind of hidden behind the bar. And then we have the seated area. In the corner here, I just put the pillar and like a white moon and a purple shell lamp just to make it different. Then we have a little table and a seat. I was thinking about adding in another seat. I might do. I just don't want it to be too crowded and over the top. And then we have this little purple wheel here, which is obviously good fun. And then a little shell lamp here. I don't actually know if I have any music on right now. We'll put something on, I don't even know what. Pondering at the bar. And then of course this is surrounded by purple flowers. And then we come into my very small little school area, but I like it because again, I had a school area before and I wasn't that keen on it. But this is obviously very pink and pastel-y, so I did want to get it in. So my little chalkboard, a little side thing here with some books in, and of course a little plant there, and I feel like plants are the solution for everything. Like if you're stuck on an area, just add a plant in, it will fix it. And then I actually used the wedding chairs here because I couldn't find the right chair for it. But you know what? I'm not mad about it. Like, I do like it, so I might just keep it. And this person is learning how to sew, and then this person's got it all. They've got the bougie laptop. I really like doing this. I know it was only small, but sometimes that's best because it's easier to decorate. Like, I did prefer doing the small little areas rather than doing the really large bits because I just was not sure what to do. So then you come across here into my little pop of red, and the reason I did this was because I really wanted to incorporate the red roses. I just wasn't really sure how. So I wanted to use the red roses, so therefore I went to go and find any kind of brown or red things that I could. I kept it fairly open and spacious because I didn't want it to be really claustrophobic, and I added in a kind of brownie tone here by accident. I meant to craft the red leaves and I accidentally crafted literally a fire in the middle of my island. But when it's set out, it kind of has like that burnt tone to it, and I think it's really nice because it kind of brings the red down and lets it kind of blend in a little bit more with everything else. And then we just have a little well here, this little leaf stool, which I am in love with these. I wish they did them in like pink or something, or white, but they didn't, but I found a way to work it in. Then we obviously have the iconic red telephone box. And then there's a little dog here that's obviously just got out of the dog park, but I kind of scattered the dogs here and there, like little Easter eggs on my island just for fun because I thought they were so cute. And then we come down here and I just put one pathway because I kind of liked how intricate it felt rather than doing the big 2 block. Then we come down here into my teddy bear's picnic area. I had so much fun making this. I did not realize how big this teddy was going to be. I mean, I know it's called gigantic. I just did not realize how big it was going to be, but it actually really nicely kind of closed the gap between this and the salon. And then we just have the wedding tables here, but I turned the flowers the other way because I felt like it would just be a little bit too much with them out. The white picnic basket, the little pink doll's house, a variety of little teddy bears, and then just the pink Yule log, which, you know, won't work all year round, but I'm keeping it because it's pink and I like it. And then of course the wedding chair. And I love this fence. I think we got this kind of first in the game, or at least I did. I think this is so sweet and so suited to a garden, so I was really happy that I was able to incorporate it here and for the school area because I really like how that looks. Then we just come down through here and I will take you to the front of my island. So we go over to the right, and then here is my she's not leaving. I don't know who she thinks she is, but she's not going. So this is the entranceway, obviously, for the resident services. I'm so happy with how this turned out because, again, I felt so much pressure for it and I wasn't sure what to do because everyone's like, incredible, and I was like, I don't know what to do, but I just scattered a variety of pink and white stuff. I tried to choose as many things as I could that glowed just because it looks really nice at night, and then I just have the little cliffs with a variety of pink and white flowers on them, and then I used pink floor lights. Other than that, I don't have time for you right now. And then this I'm really happy with. I actually had a white birch log stool, and I love that Diana's just stood in front of it. I mean, honestly, honey, you've just got to go over a little bit. And then I have this white birch stool and I just popped a little pearl on top of it and I think it looks so nice. I dabbled with that or a star fragment and I ended up going for the pearl just because we have so much of the star stuff here. Thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit different. Then you come down to the front and again, I just filled in the corner with a pond stone and then this little beach lamp, which I love. And then we come down into the beach. I mean, she's changed her tune. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. We come down into this little beach area, which I kind of tried to add a little bit of variety with the pink table so it wasn't all purple and very blocky, and I used a mixture of cushions and shell stools and I'm really happy with it. And then I just used the shell partition and the speaker, and then you come across here and I have the park clock, which obviously makes sense because it's very central, it's where everyone is. I managed to get in my little star fragment on the log stool, which I'm very happy with, and a little swinging seat here. And then we come across and then you'll recognize where we're at. We're obviously by the pier and by the little campsite, and then we come into the playground and I'm so happy with this. I had a playground on my first island and it was such a mishmash of colors, and I think that's the big difference between this island and my first one is I actually picked colors that I liked. Before I used to put everything in just to kind of have it, whereas this time, because I've been playing the game for longer, I've been able to find other colors and find colors that actually suit my island, so I'm very happy with this. My favorite part is the elephant slides because I absolutely love the colors. And then, yeah, you just come through, you have the bubblegum machine. I broke the hedge up with some brown wooden fencing, just again, I kind of figured it out just by the museum, and then I decided to do it for this, and I loved it because before it kind of looked like a block, which isn't the end of the world because it's a playground, but I think it looks so much nicer now. It looks a bit more layered, a little bit more open. And for the play stuff, I literally only picked pink and grey. That is it. Pink and grey for the win. And a few colourful things like the tiny library and the little playing blocks there. I'm so happy with how this turned out. And I actually, for once in my shop, got something nice, and I got the pink climbing wall, and it just gave me the idea to actually go for a playground. And then just between areas, as you can see over here to the right, I kind of put in little flower beds or little rivers just to kind of give them some space between each other so they're not too on top of each other. And then we'll just head across to my house, which I believe was the last thing. I mean, fingers crossed I didn't miss anything out. My island is very like intricate, you know, there's no clear way around it, so hopefully I didn't. So you come up through here into my house, and I absolutely love this. I used the Turkey Day stand and a butterfly on top of it, and I just love how it looked. And then over on the right you have kind of my little lobby area, so I actually used that pink shell custom design to do a stool. And then on the table I just have the wedding flower wand, and then this is all obviously the mermaid furniture. Again, I try not to kind of put all the furniture sets together too much, but I think sometimes for seating areas it just works, and I try my best to incorporate a few different elements, such as the wedding flower wand or this little wooden stool here which has the little seashell design on it, and then the umbrella stand, which I absolutely love. And then we come up through here, and then just on the left where there's a little bit of an awkward corner, I just put the log shelves, a little speaker and a cushion. It works really well. I think some of my islanders have actually been hanging out up here, which is cool. And then we have a little area here to play chess. Admittedly, I wasn't too sure what to put here. My house was kind of similar to the entrance where I felt a lot of pressure on how to kind of decorate it. I'm not 100% sold on my house. I might change these things. I will be doing updated videos, but for the moment, this is what we're cooking with. So we have a little chess area here because I actually play chess in real life, so I thought that was cool. And then again, just to cover up this little corner, because obviously I really wanted to get a diagonal bridge in. This is why this all happened, because I wanted a diagonal bridge. So just to cover up the corner, I have the pink doll's house and a flower stand, and then over here to the right we have a nice little area to eat, and I love this, and obviously this stuff is new. Got donuts, which I absolutely love, just some nice little food things, which is cool because normally all they do is drink coffee. Like, they don't eat, they're on an Instagram diet and they just drink coffee and that's it. And then I use the log birch stool here, and I put a little heart crystal on to decorate. And then you come across the bridge, and on all corners of the bridge I just put a white lamppost. Got these gorgeous little curves in the path, which I absolutely love. Come across to the left and we have a small little seating area, and then we go into a bit more of a naturalistic foresty vibe with my rock garden. Now I'm so happy with how this turned out. I really wanted to do a rock garden. I did encounter a few hiccups. I'm actually going to do a separate video on that and give you guys a few tips and tricks for doing a rock garden because it's a little bit tricky sometimes. I put the wild log bench here because I thought it looked so nice and really naturalistic, and just kind of decorate it with a few things that have light just so at night time it looks enchanted. That's kind of what I wanted, like an enchanted rock garden. And then we come over to the right, and again this kind of area here I just separated it with the mush logs and little mush stools, and I love how it looks. Like, it's so pretty. I love this lamp. It's a really nice mixture between having that forest vibe to it, but it's also got the white in it, so it kind of blends over really nicely into the lead up to my house. So we have this nice little camping or glamping area, as I like to call it, and I just use the kids tents, and then I use some little cushions here, and then this is a stack of cushions, and I put an extra cushion on top because I'm extra. But it was nice to kind of do a variety of colors and put like a pink one on top. And then these are actually little peach stools, and I did debate kind of having them face the river, so let me know if you think that looks better. It kind of does look cool, but then I also just like the idea that like you're glamping and like you're sitting and talking to each other in terms of it looking realistic. I don't know. And then we have the spooky carriage, which I just thought was so perfect because originally for my house I was going to make it into a castle, and I guess in a way it kind of is. It's like little kind of island with a castle on it. But that was the theme I was going for, and then I kind of changed my mind because there was so much other stuff that I wanted to incorporate. So I'm really glad that I was able to get it in some capacity, and I really like how it looks there. And then I just also want to point out that on the curved river I actually have little stepping stones, and then they have one of every pink flower you'll see, so you can kind of see it from here a little bit better. So I have every single pink flower on one of the stepping stones. And then you come across here to the right, and then we reach my house, which again, I mean, I say I keep it simple. I know there's a lot going on, but compared to what I was gonna do, it is really simple, but I like it. Like, I didn't want it to be too much because I literally have a whole island. So what I did was put the white silo towers in the back, and then I put a white simple panel in front of them and customized it with the kind of really pretty flower board, which I think is so nice. And then I just kind of decorated the sides with some pink and white stuff. So I had the nice little lucky cat, and then the cherry blossoms and the beekeeper's hide. And then over here on the right, I have a nice little lamp. And I love the fact that you could put the heart crystal on the mushroom log. I think it looks so cute. And then we have my dogs here, and they're not fighting over the money, they're playing with it because they're bougie and they're rich. And then we have my house here, and I love it from this angle because it kind of does have that castle feel to it. The reason I decided not to do a castle is because I think when you look at them from a certain perspective, they look amazing, but when you're looking at them kind of flat on, they just look a bit weird. You can kind of see all the gaps and the kind of illusion is spoiled. So when you're playing the game, it would just bug me personally that you can kind of see the gaps and it's not a real castle. This is my living room, and I kept it really quite simple. I used the diner chairs to make like a block sofa because there's no sofa that I like. Apart from the mermaid one, there's really no sofa that I actually like. And then it's kind of facing the cute little fireplace with a wedding ring on it, which is actually a callback to Pocket Camp because I used to have a little wedding ring displayed for absolutely no good reason. I just thought it was very pretty. I mean, how awesome is that? Like a wedding ring. And then we have a little piano playing area here, which I think is so nice. And then I know this is kind of an outdoor lantern, but I loved how it looked in here. And you know what? Who says you can't use it inside? And then up here on the wall, I mean, I don't know, you can kind of do more angles, but I have the gold arrow on the wall. The grandfather clock. Over here is the TV up there. I originally had the TV here, and then I got the falling snow wall. And then obviously it wouldn't work because it's like over the top of a window. So I kind of just put it over here. I've obviously got my dogs. A little doll's house, and I was going to use the pink, but I kind of like the darker color in here just because it is kind of darker in here, so I liked how that looked. And then over here we just have a telephone, and then we're just going to go into my bathroom now, and I'm actually thinking about changing this, but for the moment it is very coordinated, which is always a good thing. So obviously the theme is kind of dark wood, black and purple, so I covered the whole floor in this purple rug and I absolutely love it. It was actually a finishing touch and I think it looks so nice. So over here we have the bath and the little towel rack, and then I hung the towel outfits that you have in the game on the wall, and it actually looks really like realistic, so I love that. And then we have the bath over here, and I just put the imperial shelf there, and I had something like that on Pocket Camp, so it makes me very happy. And then this bath, actually I took Kid in very briefly and he left it in lost property, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy because I never get anything nice. Then I was like, it's kind of weird because it's a secondhand bath, but what can we do? But then I guess when you move house, like you do, oh my god, you use like other people's baths, like you share baths. I mean, anyway. So then we have my toilet area over here, and again, it's all just very matchy-matchy, and an aircon up there, and then a little mirror so you can, you know, change your hair and things like that. So then back through here, we have my office area, and then you just got to quickly get a glimpse of that little gold arrow there. So back here is my office area. Very simple. I'm still making changes to it. I'm still not sure. But I kind of wanted to make it as true to life as possible. So obviously I do YouTube. So this is meant to be like a fake little green screen, but obviously it's pink because I'm Mariah May. And then you kind of film here for like your little, you know, YouTube video. And then over here on the right is my editing area, and then I kind of tried to have like a few things on the wall to kind of make it look like an office. That's actually a TV over there on the right, just a really little one, just while you're working, just a little sneaky peeky. And then over here we have just a pink fax machine and a cartoonist set. So I pretty much use them because they're pink and I think they look so cute, so I'm very happy with that. And then just in the corner on the left I have the cute white and pink table and a pink diffuser. So then we're going to come through and I'm going to show you my kitchen area, which I think is one of my favorite rooms in the house. My house I kind of did last and I didn't spend too much time on it, so I'm probably going to do an updated house video very soon because I'm sure I'm going to change a lot of things, but for the moment I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I mean, I got 100,000 points on Happy Home Academy and Diana can get off my back now, so I'm pretty happy with it. So we come through into my kitchen. I actually have a picture wall, which is so cool. I don't have everyone's picture yet, so will be added to. So I have my little fridge here and my little oven, and I do have the island in the corner, and what about it? When I stream, everyone's like, Mariah, why is the island in the corner? I'm like, I don't know, I just like it there. But I might move it out when I find some nice stools to go with it. I just have like the little pink mixing machine and a candle, and I love the candle because it reflects off the island, which is such a cool touch, you know, for a video game to have. I think this looks so wonderful from this angle. So I have the starry garland and then I have the wedding flower garlands hanging there, and I think it looks so nice together. I don't know, it just looks like it's actually like a set of things that come together, so I really like how that looks. And then on the other side I kind of have like a pseudo utility room with my little pink stuff here. I mean, the fact that it comes in baby pink makes my life. And then I just have a little ironing board and a plant, and then that imperial shelf because it just looks so perfect there. And then every room, I think I've tried to put a light switch in every room just to make it like look real. And then I just put a nice white fluffy rug here because you can never go wrong with a white fluffy rug. I mean, I used to have the big cloud rug on Pocket Camp, but on this game it's literally tiny. Like you can see it here. On Pocket Camp it was huge. Unless there is a big one and I've just not seen it. I know what you're thinking, but I am actually a pro wrestler. I go by the name of the Glamour. I'm a British pro wrestler. So I wanted to kind of get an element of that in here. So you can actually come in the dark and then it's like ready for a show. Like she's doing her entrance. And then obviously this is what it looks like in the lights. There's a little workout area. And the black flooring here is actually a rug, but it looks so perfect. And I want to see if I can get a few more and maybe kind of put it around the room. And then yeah, we just have the workout stuff, a pair of wrestling boots, and I just love this. This is a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I was going to put it outside on my island, but it would just be so random compared to everything else. And you know what, it's me and it's my house, so I wanted to put it in my house because it's like a nice touch of the glamour in the game for me. And then we have my bedroom up here, and again, I haven't done too much of this, but I really like how it looks. I was going to swap all the furniture, but I like the contrast of the starry wall with the darker furniture. I think it looks very elegant. So just around here, we have the little bath area with some pink starry garlands, because you know me, I have to do it. And then we just have like this by the window. I had to get it perfectly centered to the window. I did kind of have it moved over before, and I was like, nah. Has to be central, and I kind of moved this just a little space away from the wall. I just felt like it looked too blocky and like everything's pushed to the side. And I kind of struggle with the bigger rooms in that capacity where like I end up shoving everything in the corners because I can't deal with the fact they're just like sitting in the middle. And that looks a little bit weird. So I've kind of just moved it off to the side, and then I've got a little dress hanging there, my best dress and my shoes. And then I have a nice little area here to get ready with the fairy lights. And then again, I tried to make it look lived in, so I put some slippers by the bed. I've got my favourite little rug there because I think it's so cute. And then I have two switches because she's rich. She's got like $1 billion, you know what I mean? So I just put the little switches here, and I think they're so cute. And then there's an area here where you can get changed, and then just a little flower in the corner, which is so good. And also today I found out that you could do this. Believe that. That is my island tour complete. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be doing a nighttime tour and a winter tour and some Christmassy stuff, as well as focusing on individual areas and giving you guys some more tutorials on how to make things and how to get over lags and glitches. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with any tips you think I could change or things I can improve. Let me know what kind of theme your island is. Please do subscribe and turn on notifications because, as I said, I have a lot of content coming very soon. Longer videos like this where I do full tours, and then shorter little bite-sized videos just for like tips and tricks if you're struggling with ideas on how to decorate your island. I do stream over on Twitch. I play a lot of Animal Crossing, so if you are interested, please do go and follow me over on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!